And where do you see yourself in 10 years related to Dactilomatig?
I would see ourselves in a music festival or presenting some video or making some special show. Special, I mean, with not only music, but with maybe collaborations. Or we already talked about making something with other musicians, like orchestra music or something like that. It's hard to say because we're constantly changing and evolving. So 10 years is a little bit 2030. It's because we're already not already at the time of this recording, but we're days away from 2020. So I'm thinking in terms of 2030. So there's a lot of things that could change. I don't know. That might be out of our control even. But yeah, I see ourselves playing or in the studio, or I would like to be experimenting like with microphones and sampling stuff, doing music or doing live shows. And how about you? Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I think in 10 years, I'm going to be able to sing. I would love to be able to actually sing, even if it's just to do background stuff or to show you some melodies that I have in mind. I think it would be nice to be able to sing even better if I can actually sing songs on albums or live. And of course, also be able to work together in the same place, having our own little studio. It doesn't have to be big because we just use computers. So
yeah, exactly.
And we don't need a giant guitar and a piano. So yeah, and experimenting with different sounds and different technology and just like microphones, like you said. Maybe even changing the way we do things, like changing the way you sing, changing the way I sing. Like I have been changing the way I do melodies on my own albums. I definitely see a change there, and I think we shouldn't go out of the way. Maybe if we notice a trend, we should keep following that trend, like our own trend, because that's what's comfortable. And not like, oh, I noticed that we've been doing this for a couple of years already. Maybe we should change that. No, if it sounds good, and we should definitely keep going.
Yeah, but I think we mustn't confuse this comfort you talk about with comfort zone. I mean,
no, of course, no. I mean, like I have noticed that on my own music, I do very short releases on a sound, and I've been using that for a while. I've noticed that my highest key is usually, I don't know, maybe 2/3 into a melody or a loop. And that seems to work. It seems to work. And it's not so much that it's comfortable, it just works for me. And if I were to change that, I would just make it more difficult for myself and less enjoyable. So if we see something that we're doing that is good, is nice to listen to, we shouldn't just stop doing that because we have been doing that for a while. Sure, we shouldn't just keep doing it on every single track or song, but we should just, like, if it sounds good, it sounds good. Like, that's how genres.
Also, I think we're gonna try new things, like we already said, like technology, like ways of doing things, but that does not necessarily mean we're gonna sound the same in 10 years.
No, definitely not.
I hope not. Also, I would like to not confuse a trend with a musical trend out there.
Like it's just a trend among ourselves.
Yeah, I was thinking about
we do.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking like a direction on where we're going, like not going everywhere just because we want to try something different, and that I think that wouldn't work actually. But anyway, yeah, 10 years. That's hard to think about.
Yeah.